Hi everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little treat boxes. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm sorry if my voice is a little messed up, but I've been sick all week. But this is the template for it, and as you can see there's a lot of score marks, and that's why I wanted to do it on this white. What we're going to end up with, all the X'd areas are areas we will cut out. We're only going to end up with this center section and these little areas that are going to be the tabs. And I wanted this box to be one piece, so that's why we're using a larger sheet and we're going to cut out these larger areas. So let me just grab my trimmer and I'm going to just go through how to score this. Okay, so this is the 11-inch side. And this measures 10 by 11. So cut down your 12 by 12 piece of cardstock to 10 inches by 11 inches. And the first score mark is going to be on the 11-inch side will be 2.5. So we'll do 2.5, and then we're going to do 4.5. And then we're going to do 6.5. And then we're going to do 8.5. So these are all the 4 score marks. And then we're going to turn it around, and on the 10-inch side we're going to score it at 2, 4, 6, and 8. Now here's the little part that's a little tricky. We're going to turn it back around to the 11-inch side, and there's these 2, 4 areas right here. We want to do our tabs, which will be here up against the center section. I hope I'm explaining this okay. So what we're going to do is this score line that you already made, well, this will go up to the 5/16 mark. So it'll be the mark that is right next to the 1/4 inch. It's one past the 1/4 inch, in case for those of you who don't know. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your squaring tool and you're going to score down to that center. But you don't want to go through this middle part. So then you're going to lift it up, come down. If you have this Stampin' Up trimmer, you will go to the 6-inch mark and you will score all the way down. And then you're going to turn it around to the other side and do the exact same thing. You're going to line it up to the 5/16 inch mark, and you're going to score it. You're going to line your score mark you already made right here on the 5/16 mark, and then you're going to score down, and you're going to score down, if you have this trimmer, it would be to the 4-inch mark, not going through this center one right here. You're going to lift it up, and then you're just going to score from this score mark down. So you're not going to score this center section. If you have any questions, just please go to my blog, or you can leave me a comment here on YouTube, and I will try to explain it better to you if you didn't understand that. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have a lot of score marks, and you're going to have these 2 narrower sections on both sides. No scoring in here. That we want to leave that blank. Okay, so I've already done that on my cardstock. These are all in colors that I used, and this is Strawberry Slush. It's one of my favorite. And then I'm going to show you now where we're going to cut. And let me go ahead and fold real quick on my fold score marks. Okay, I know it looks confusing, but it's really not. It really goes really fast, and it's really easy. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this full, we're going to go to the second score mark, and we're going to cut this whole section, but we're not going to cut into that little tab. We're just going to cut that. And then we're going to cut, this is the easiest way for me to explain it, is just to go down and cut these little squares off first. And then we're going to go back and cut the rest. It just makes more sense to show it this way. So you'll get a better idea. Okay, so right now this is what you have. These sides are going to look wider, and then these are going to look narrower. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this little tab up to that score mark. We're going to cut that just like that. And we're going to cut them off on both sides. Okay, so this is what we have now. The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut into these little corners to loosen up your tabs. So this is what it's going to look like. These are the little tabs, and then you're going to have the two sides that are plain like that. Now on these two sides, what we're going to do is we're going to use our tag topper punch again, because I love this thing and I'm using it a lot as you can see in my videos, but I love this and I wanted to use it for this box. So these are 2 inches, you can see, and make sure you push it all the way in and then punch down. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to bring in my trimmer a minute, and what I want to do is I want to score 1 inch. So I just put that up to the 1 inch mark, and I'm going to just score it across here on both sides. Okay, and that's so we can fold it in to tie it later. Now the next thing to do is to get some sticky strip, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on, and it should fit perfect on these little tabs. And the reason I made these this size is because if you do put a window in it, these tabs need to be small enough, because I'm using the 1 3/8 inch circle when I put a window. This box I'm not going to put a window in, but I'm going to show you how you can do it. Okay, so that we have it all ready to put together. Now if you want to, at this point you want to put a window in it, I'm using this 1 3/8 inch circle. What you do is you put it in on this side, and I just center it. I just look at it, center it, and then punch. And then you're going to need a 2 by 2 piece of window sheet, and then just tape it to the back here. And then you're ready to put your box together. And for the little scalloped circle that I used on here, I just used the Scalloped Punch, which is this 1 3/4 inch Scalloped Punch. I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, punched out the 1 3/4 inch scallop. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a pencil and I just mark the center. And then what I do is I usually take a piece of scrap paper and a little bit of my snail to hold that on there, I set that on here and I center that in the middle as best as I can. And then I just punch it and you have your little scallop. And that will go around your window. Okay? Alright, so on with putting the box together. I'm going to take off the backing. And after it's all cut and everything, they go together really, really easy. You just line these up. And be sure to use sticky strip because it really needs to be. These tabs aren't huge, so you really need the strength. Either that or use your Tombow. Okay, so then these flip in, and then the reason we scored that was so we could put it together like that. And that's it. And then to decorate it, I already went ahead and this is the stamp set that I used for all three of these boxes. It's Eggstra Spectacular. And it's so cute. I mean, how adorable is this little lamb on there? I love that little lamb. And then I used the Easter egg. And this is what I put on the border that I'm going to use on this box. And then I'm going to use this egg also. So that's the one. And then for the Happy Easter, I'm using the Teeny Tiny Wishes, this is my most used set because it has everything on it. So that's a good investment if you want a lot of little sayings and stuff. So for this one, I already made the little banner, and I just used my Stampin' Right markers and decorated, colored in all the little eggs. Use some snail to adhere it. And then I went ahead and stamped the Happy Easter egg from the Eggstra Spectacular. And these are the decorative, extra large decorative tag punch. And I punched out two of these because I wasn't sure which color I wanted to use for behind here. If I wanted to use that one or if I wanted to use the pink. I think I'm going to use this one. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals, put them on the back. And I used my Stampin' Right markers for all of these to color in that little lamb on the one box and to color in the eggs. And also for the color on here. And then I'm going to put a couple more dimensionals on the back here. I didn't put enough snail on that. Put two more on here. I think this is Pool Party. And I'm just going to tie a little bow in it. You can do it either way. You see that I did them two different ways. On this one, I just pulled the ribbon up and tied it with some linen thread. And then the other one I just tied like this in the bow. And then let me grab some linen thread. And I stamped the Happy Easter. And I put a little candy dot on there. On that one. So. And then we'll just... I should have actually tied this on first. Okay, so there you have it. See, it's not that hard. It's just once you get past the scoring and the cutting, you're good. So these are the three that I made. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any supplies, go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com, and I have my shop button there where you can shop right from my my blog. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.